So I wanted to do a gear video, and I'm finally at a shelter early enough that there's still daylight and stuff, because I only did like 10 miles today. So this is the Camo Kumo. I had started with the Gorilla backpack, the yellow Gorilla, which is a 50 liter, but now with summer I've downsized a little bit, and this is a 35 liter backpack. It's small, so for me, I'm not like hyper ultra super light weight, so it's a little challenging sometimes to get all of the food and stuff in there. So also the thing is, the good thing about this backpack is that it's got a giant stretchy pocket. As you can see, I'm very good at stuffing that, because you obviously need to have a sock doll, which is, you know, what I do when I'm not hiking. I make sock dolls for a living. She's a little big, but you know, it's good. She's lightweight, but she needs a lot of space, so big pocket's good. Also, you buy blueberries in town that you don't eat, if you want to carry them out, goes in the big pocket. Also, potato chips, giant bag. You know, you go out for several days, you want to have your potato chips, put it in the big pocket. Visor. What else is in there? Well, my glasses are usually in the top pocket, but not today. Snacks I forgot to put inside. Plus on the outside, Nutty Buddies. They don't crush as much, but they might get melted. What else is in there? Chex Mix. I also put my tent stakes in that pocket. And my toilet paper, wet wipes, little shovel thing and stuff goes in the back pocket, because you want to always have that easily accessible. What else is in there? More snacks that I didn't pack appropriately this morning. Oh, my water filter, the Sawyer Squeeze, big giant bladder. You know, if it ever is not wet like it's been, then you might want to carry more water. Or if you want to filter, you can put the water in there and then use that to filter out of a random bag. Outside pockets, I like to put my umbrella there and my little sleeping pad. Don't worry, that's not all I'm sleeping on. And I put, the pack comes with static cords, but I put bungee cords in so it's easier to take things out and strap things on. And so this is the little underlaying pad, which is nice for shelters if I have my inflatable on top. The umbrella for sun and rain. Is there anything else? Oh, bug net, because we want that easily accessible whenever we need it. Trash. The other pocket, I have a water bottle, a little water bottle that I make my drink mixes so that my other water bottles and my bladder that's in there stay clean and don't get moldy. My P-Style Dunkin' Donuts, I just came out of town. Then another bungee, because I wanted to carry my sandals for the road walks. If my shoes are wet and I have a long road walk and it's hot, it's really uncomfortable, so I'm having these sandals. They're a little heavy, they're a little bulky. If you go lightweight, you probably wouldn't carry these, but I want to have them for this because there is a lot of road walking and my feet are happier when they're dry. It's also just better for my feet health. Then it has this pocket on top, which you don't want to put too much stuff in, because if you do, it's harder to close this lid. Mine currently, Noon tablets, random stuff, toothbrush, bug spray, DEET, and some other Sawyer that's not DEET. A baggie with my wallet and batteries and stuff. Spork, goes in the top so I don't lose it. Headlamp goes in the top so I don't lose it. My ibuprofen and Aleve, easily accessible because my first aid kit doesn't really fit in this. I mean it would, but it makes it harder to fold over, so I put it on the inside. That's what's in there. And then I have a 1 liter bladder that I just put on top. So it's easy to access when it's empty. It's easy to fill back up. That's what I've started doing a couple years ago. And I just have the 1 liter because if you have more, you're going to carry too much water sometimes, or you have to put it inside and then it's hard to fill. So to me, it's just one up top, clip it that way, and then figure out how you're going to put your hose into your little shoulder strap. There's that little thing right there that you can kind of hook it underneath. So they're kind of a pain, but they're also easier to stay hydrated and sip and drink. Then what else is in here? It's a little random sometimes. My laundry was done by Trill Angel, so some of the clean clothes got kind of put on top because I got that back later. So cotton underwear to sleep in. Don't always do that, but when it's hot and humid, it's nice to have something dry to sleep in. Really nice comfy socks for sleeping. Thin long johns. Other sock. Buff. Little absorbent cloth. If I still need my mask. This was all the laundry. Oh, and then another, this is a little merino wool blend shirt from Virgin Outdoor. That is a company in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Really nice base layer. And then I have this silk dress for town or sleeping, or if it's like a really hot day, I'll wear that. And I have a Ziploc with maps, because I'm carrying most of the maps till the end of Vermont, because I'm not really doing mail drops, so kind of, there you go. That's one. It's heavy because there's actually also a backup battery in there. This is also part of the rushing out of town, not packing very well. Some drink mixes that are usually in my food bag. This doesn't have anything in it. My vintage Go Light stuff sack. This is usually where the extra clothes live. I have a thin fleece sweater right now. I had a really nice light hard gear sweater when it was a little colder, but I went a little lighter. I have 1 extra pair of socks for hiking and then another bandana. So usually this goes into the, all my clothes kind of go into the vintage Go Light stuff sack. So there's that. What else? Oh, this is my rain gear. It's a penguin. It's a Yama stuff sack with a penguin. It has a light hard gear rain jacket, light hard gear rain pack cover hoodie, and then it has a rain skirt from ULA. That's in here. My rain gear. Haven't really used it too much because it's been hot. Then I have a vintage Ursack. I think it's from '04. Since I'm not too worried about bears at this moment, more about mice and stuff, I went with this one because the older version is waterproof, where the newest versions are not really waterproof. So this is fine for mice. So just got some food in there and stuff. I'm super organized. This is a stuff sack. No, not a stuff sack. It's a Ziploc. Look at that. So I have 2 batteries, backup batteries to charge my phone and other devices, another Noon tablet thing, and some miscellaneous. Oh, my first aid kit is in there. Stuff. My Gossamer Gear tent, tiny. If I have a bigger backpack, sometimes it will go on the outside, but since I have all the other stuff right now in that pocket, food, tortillas, other miscellaneous stuff that didn't make it into the food bag, more miscellaneous stuff, food. The snacks food that didn't quite go into the Ursack when I packed my bag because the shape didn't work. Whoa, that's too much fun. Then I have folded up in the back, because this pack doesn't have a stay in it, no suspension. I have the Thermarest Pro Light, and I have folded it in squares so it kind of gives that extra. I'll put it right against the back. And so that's an inflatable. I had a torso length one, which was really tiny, but they don't make it anymore. So now I have it's a small version. So just my feet hang off, basically. Then I have my summer bag, which is really an old sleeping bag that I haven't really used very much because it didn't have a zipper, so it was super lightweight, but it was also really claustrophobic. So then this summer I was like, I don't really have a good summer sleeping bag, so I just cut this open and then kind of sewed it back, and now it's sort of like a quilt. It's really thin, but it's fine as long as it doesn't get below 45 degrees. And then I have a silk liner that's also really old that I used to when I was a world traveler. I had that, so that's the sleeping stuff. Oh, and I have a pillow. A Nemo pillow that I found in the hiker box a couple years ago, and I was like, oh no, I don't need a pillow, I'll just use my sweater. And guess what, now I really kind of like it. So that's a Nemo pillow. Anything else? Oh, another thing I like about this backpack, I have my inReach, and then it has smaller pockets, but this still fits my phone and a couple candy bars. Nice thing about this pack too is that this comes out. This is the upgraded back pad. It comes out easier and it's a little softer. So I got that, so I can put that below or above my Thermarest, and then I'm fully covered on top of the great pad, and my Pro Light won't get punctured. That's all my stuff. And I have some trekking poles. I have Lucky trekking poles right now. I also really like the Gossamer Gear poles. They're a little bit more fragile. And I'm usually a little too rough with them, so they sometimes break because I'm not that light. So if I land on them, then they break. I have Lone Peak shoes, and that's about it.